In this video, I'm gonna break down how to scale from 0 to 500K with your e-commerce brand. I'm gonna try to break this down honestly as quick as possible because I already recorded this video and lost the content prior. Like I didn't record the screen. So I already did this. This is the second take. We're gonna see how this goes. Guys, my name is T Murph. I've scaled multiple brands from 7 to 8 figures, spending millions of dollars of ads. So you're in good hands. Let's get straight into it. Get your notes out, okay? Maybe record this if you want. If you got some value, like, subscribe. Let's get into it. So basically, the best way, okay? The first thing we need to do, especially if you're kind of finding a product, I'm gonna break down a few methods here. Again, this will work if you already have a product or you need to find a product. The first part of this video, I'm gonna break down how to find the product, what makes a good product. Second, I'm gonna show you how to scale the product. So finding good product ideas / market angles. Again, it's so simple. You don't need a different platform. You don't need any ad spy tools. You can literally just use the Facebook ad library, syncing with just either features about the product or problems. Again, we're gonna go skincare / like health supplements in the kind of product research part of this video. This can work with anything in your niche. Just use this framework. Again, I typed in serum in the Facebook ad library and I went through a few of these ads. You can do research on your own, but I popped up a few different funnels. Again, this Vibrance funnel, which is doing millions of dollars per month. They're using blogs, okay, / advertorials, which are pretty much, again, blogs or listicles as well, which is like top 5 reasons why, or they can be hybrid approaches. Again, even her doctor assumed she was 20 years younger. They want you to spend hundreds on unnecessary skincare products when this one vitamin is all you need. All right, this is called direct response marketing. It's taking the most boring product, framing it against other mechanisms, okay, which could be the ingredients itself, or just framing it like, hey, this is the only thing you need based off of XYZ. All right, one target, it does it all. Wrinkles, eye bags, creepy skin, whereas like other products, they may just do one thing, okay? Then they have their demographic, why 5 reasons women over 50 are obsessed with this beauty serum. It replaces the need for multiple products. Okay, that's like a thing. That's their market research right there because a lot of women use different products. This is literally a 5-in-1. It's like the 3-in-1 for men for shampoo, conditioner, body wash, but for this, it's women 3-in-1 for their age spots / appearance of their skin. Okay, reduces the appearance of wrinkles, blah, blah, blah. A ton of social proof. You guys get the point, okay? This is a blog. And from here, they go into detail and then apply discount and check availability. It goes to a pretty solid product page built on an external platform. This is not on Shopify. Then, they crush it. Again, I'm going to show you guys in a little bit how you can do this with your Shopify store, especially if your brand crushing it, doing over 150K per month and want to use an AI checkout instead of having a giant dev team build this out or you personally do all this work while still being on Shopify. Next, let's break down the next funnel that I found. Again, this is me just going through the ad library. Guys, you can do this too to create a product and launch an e-commerce brand or scale it. Like I said, that's what this video is about. But this Dr. Spa I found, they're selling, again, similar things. It's the most simple products, but different angling. The spa doctor, dermatologists warn up to 80% of skincare creams contain toxic ingredients that age you faster. See, they're framing like, okay, now the other skincare creams, they make you toxic. This will make you look younger. So they're framing it against, again, other toxic ingredients. That's their angle. All right, the shocking truth about skincare. And you can take these style examples and place them into your business. So take the framework. How are they comparing things? How are their pages set up? And you can just use AI to literally mimic this for your brand. And you don't have to be a supplement brand. You don't have to be even a health product. You can do this in any vertical. And we call this blue ocean. Like you find your blue ocean, okay? You learn these frameworks and you apply it to your industry. That's how you scale your brand from 0 to 500K per month, like crushing it this way. Now, again, you need all the right frameworks in place, like ads and the correct checkout process with the upsells, which I'm going to be going over in a second. That's how you crush it. Anyway, let's go through check availability. This is their product page, crushes it before and after, us versus them. Again, they're using a third party. They're not even on Shopify. So like if I use this one bottle, I click try now. Okay, no thank you. Let's go check out. And this is a third party, okay, which takes a ton of time to set up. But we have adaptive AI checkout, which I'm going to share with you guys later in this video, which is literally a game changer for this industry and why it was built for e-com brands that want to scale without having to go through third parties like this. Now, Let's go through other, let's see, funnels. Like this funnel, Luxaveria. It's literally, I type in the word serum. There's so many ageless serums. I doubt this is going to work, honestly, guys, but because it's not that great of a product page, it's okay. Yes, unlock my price. Let's order this and see if they're on Shopify, okay? They are on Shopify, but I doubt, like I said, not many people are going to add these things to their cart because there's nothing explaining about it. So it might look good, but it doesn't convert the way you want it. All right. Now let's break down exactly. All right. That was the first method, finding product ideas. I'm just blazing through this, okay? So that was finding product ideas using the Facebook ad library. And the other one I'll go over in a second. But let's break down actually here what makes a solid product to scale, okay? It has multiple marketing angles. So again, that skin cream could use for a bunch of different things. It could be for your elbows, it could be for your legs, it could be for whatever, right? Multiple marketing angles that one product can use. You think about it for your product, use AI, chat with it, and then go from there. Next is, can you make it a high perceived value product? So using obviously blogs, advertorials, listicles, that can increase the perception of it, but you really want to make sure you can get it for a low price and sell it for a high price, convincing the customer it's worth what they're paying for. And that goes to the point of good gross margin. Is there good gross margin on this product? Okay. You can't scale a product with terrible math. Everyone knows this. Like, that's the only way you're going to go from 0 to 500K is math, okay? The math has to be there. Can you scale? What's your break-even ROAS? Okay, break-even ROAS, research that somewhere. You'll get that. What can you hit to scale with your ads? Is there an optionality for subscriptions? Huge, okay, huge. That's why I love the supplement space. I love the health products. People come back for more. But the thing about that is if you're building this on Shopify's subscription brand, you don't really own those subscriptions, okay? Shopify owns them. What if your store goes down? What if they shut your payment processing down? That's why adaptive AI checkout is huge for your brand. Like I said, I'm gonna be going over that in a second. Next is unique ingredient or features. Can you use that unique ingredient and make it an advertorial blog page, kind of angling, okay? For example, I'm gonna say like, oh, biotin, okay? Can you plug that new secret ingredient into that as the mechanism for the blog or the listicle? Pretty simple process. You don't need to do that for health. Again, you can do that for any type of product or feature and build it for you. This is just examples. Next way to find good products, you can go on Fox News, CNN, TMZ, Daily Mail. Okay, these are great ways to find people that are crushing it with direct response. I found this kind of heated mittens. Just went through, like, just go on these websites and you'll see what I'm talking about. But you can go through and be like, oh, this looks like a good product. Snow deer heated mittens. That's their angle. Okay, maybe that's the name of the brand, but this could be used for hunting. That could be a different angle for it. All right. You go on Fox News, scroll through. There's so many different direct response articles and products you can go through and crush it with. Now, okay, we went over the kind of what product to scale. Again, this is important with good ad creatives, which I can go on another video if you guys want, using AI and being able to scale with those examples. But okay, these are the frameworks that you need to know to find the product and to get to that section. But we have 3 methods, okay, to scale this, to build this out. Again, I already did this in another video, but my screen didn't share, so we're just going to go over it. Shopify, okay, this is Shopify, which we have on these other checkouts. Like this checkout, okay, they're using Shopify. This Vita, Radiant, okay, they are also using Shopify. A lot of these stores are using Shopify. You're kind of going uphill, okay? What do you have? You have a checkout, a basic checkout that you can have upsell plugins with. But these plugins don't allow you to have video sales letters on your actual upsells, which most of the money, if you're running an e-commerce brand, is built either on the back end or the subscriptions. All right, not saying you can't be super profitable on Shopify. Tons of stores and brands do it, but to me, depending on the vertical, it's still challenging. Next is the funnel approach, which is, you have to have a custom team do it. You have to go on a third-party platform that most likely isn't that well. It takes tons of time. So again, they do that. They go to the blog page, to advertorial listicle page, and then the checkout, which is where you get the nasty upsell flows, the nasty downsell flows. I can share with you guys in other videos too, maybe the best types of flows that will convert. But again, the whole point of adaptive AI checkout and why even a lot of people that are running funnels are switching and still running on Shopify on the front and using adaptive AI checkout on the back end. So basically what that does, it's a custom AI, all right, checkout process specifically made for e-commerce brands, scaling, doing 150K plus a month in revenue. Now, this AI adaptive checkout, what it does is it takes the whole funnel approach and plugs in AI on top of it to make sure you're converting the best customers and boosting your checkout by 15 to 30% net profit month after month, literally guarantee it. Okay, so basically what it does, it's the complete system. It routes all of your payments. So you have multiple processors, okay? We're on Shopify, let's say on Shopify payments, you only have one. It also works with Stripe, but it connects directly with your Shopify store. And it routes it to the best payment processor. It auto cascades if, let's say, transactions are declined, which is insane, and then bin mapping on certain categories. And what this does, it gives you 15 to 30% more profit, all right? The extra part that it does, which is insane, is it recovers failed payments. So basically, let's say someone goes through this checkout here, and they put their credit card information in, blah, blah, and then they click pay now. And let's say it gets declined, maybe their bank shut down for some reason. Adaptive AI checkout allows you to recover those payments. So if you have it turned on, it will retry the transaction for your brand, which is crazy. Fee optimization. So let's say Stripe or Shopify charges 3%. Like restaurants do nowadays, you can give that 3% to the customer, okay? Be like, hey, you take this 3% and it's up to you. You can turn that on, but that literally saves you 3% right there. Apple Pay and Google Pay is supported. So if I go through a lot of these funnels, I was saying like these are funnels built on other platforms rather than adaptive AI checkout. Like they're missing out on so much money if they just had Apple Pay or Google Pay added to their store. And a lot of these are running subscriptions for their brands, and they're missing out literally on 15 to 30% more profit every single month if they just even add this feature alone. So what that does is it allows you to store all your subscriptions with Apple Pay or Google Pay automatically with adaptive AI checkout, whereas a lot of these platforms, you can't do that. Also, the next thing is that I didn't go over is, let's say like they're running a bunch of upsells, okay? Like I said, upsell 1, upsell 2, like this is where we're making most of the money. You can actually route these upsells to different payment processors, because a lot of times on the straight sale, let's say you go through on the checkout, someone puts their credit card in, it goes through, but then they retry on the upsell. A lot of times the banks will decline it. But if it's on a new mid or processor, that's huge. Adaptive AI checkout does that. Now, again, this is mind-blowing. I could speak for hours on how powerful it is, but basically it's a whole custom experience, okay? You get custom checkout pages, smart upsells that convert, subscription management, a complete system for your Shopify brand to make 15 to 30% more net profit. I'll even show you guys this brand right here. This fitness supplement brand went from $2 million to $3 million in 1 month, the same ad spend, just adding adaptive AI checkout. This home goods store went from 1.75 million to 2 million, adding adaptive checkout. We even have course platforms using it, 685K to 892K. This pet supply store, 623K to 778K, again, all using adaptive AI checkout. What is it? It's literally the first AI e-com checkout that you can plug into your store, build it as if it's a funnel, have the correct payments routed to the correct places, all right, and storing your customers for life. So many features. If you want, you can book a demo below. You can check it out, see if you can actually add it to your store. Again, we guarantee it. It's going to add 15 to 30% more profit to your store, bottom line, all right, or you don't pay. Okay, so that's the 3 approaches. That's what makes a solid product to scale, how to find the product at scale, how to find the product itself. In other videos, I can actually break down Facebook ad strategies, guys, if you want. But again, the whole point of this is to make sure your checkout is good with upsell flows, because if you don't fix your checkout, what's the point of scaling ads, okay? You're missing that much in profit if you don't fix this first. That's what I have today, guys, for the video, breaking down exactly what you need to do for your store. Again, I can make other videos on ad creatives, how to scale on ads, so-and-so. But again, like I said, you got to fix your checkout first. So yeah, guys, drop a like, comment below what you want to see more about in the future. Appreciate you watching. We're on the same journey. We're on the same boat, just here to help you guys out. Again, if you got one thing from the video, That's worth everything to me. If you didn't pay attention, that's whatever. Rewatch it if it doesn't make sense. I know some of the stuff is kind of high level to some, maybe low level to others. But you know how to find a product, you know how to scale it, you know the macro view of it. You've seen some ad examples I've gone over of winning brands. Now it's time for you to do this on your own. Study the market, study the game. And again, like I said, if you're doing over 150K plus per month in revenue, we'll plug adaptive AI checkout directly into your store and you can see it for yourself and how it can crush for you. All right, that's the video I got for today, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Again, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know how you thought of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.